Hello Hoopers, Roro here from Project Hoop, and I'm uploading these videos that I originally taught as online classes during COVID-19. I'm sure you can appreciate that the quality of them is not amazing, but it's not about that. It's about making hula hoop accessible to anybody and everybody who would like to learn. So I hope you enjoy these videos and happy hooping. Bye bye. Going. Okay, you're pushing for your middle. Nice. And we're holding it there. Cool. Alright, do a little turn. Nice. Turn against the hoop. Okay, so going against the dominant direction, it's very hard, so you just need to push into it as you turn. So turn, and I'll turn after so I can see you guys do. Off you go. Okay, so let's go against it. There we go, nice. One way and the other. Fab. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to let it drop down a little bit to our waist, up to our hips. Sorry, it's been a long day. And we're just going to hold it there. Okay, so I've let it drop down to just onto my bum. I'm just pushing into the hoop. Feel like I'm surfing. Okay, and then bringing it back up. So let it drop a little bit. And then back up. Good, and down. And back up. That's it, you need to swell with this, guys. There we go, whoop. Cool. Alright, so we're going to let it drop to our knees. How's our knee game, folks? Okay, it's on your knees. So if you can drop it to your knees, drop it to your knees. Okay, and the way that you do that is, as it's spinning, you're going to keep your legs together, okay, and you're going to let it slowly spiral down, pushing into it at different points. So you just knock it down nice and slowly, and then you're going to catch it on your knees. So you've got to have that muscle memory there already. If you don't, it's just going to go straight to the floor, okay? So I'll do that one more time, and I'll demo just the knees if we're struggling with that, just to wake that area up a little bit. So it's on my waist, legs together because we're dropping down. Drop down a bit and let it slowly just coil down and catch on our knees. Cool. Okay. And what I want you to do, more advanced people in here, I want you to have a go bringing that back up. So pushing into the hoop. Legs together, pulling upwards, pushing your legs together into the hoop, push, 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 and just bringing it up. So pulling up, it's really hard. It's something that's like, took me months. I'm just giving that as differentiation right now, okay? So we will go more into that in a minute. So advanced people, you're going to be dropping to your knees, and you're going to be trying to bring it back up and dropping back down again. If that's not successful, what you're going to do is you're going to let it come to your knees. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this, and it's going to go wrong. I can't just quite get it up. So I'll just bring it back to this point and let it drop again. Okay. Now, if our knee game is not particularly strong, let's have a little look at that and wake up this area. It might be that you've not been hula hooping a lot, so your knees are a little bit sleepy, so either way it's going to work. So we're going to take the hoop, we're going to put our legs together. We're going to keep our bottom half straight, okay? We're only going to bend down our top half. We're going to put it in the knee crease at the back of our legs. We're going to make sure that the hoop is straight. Legs together, I'm going to push it onto the area above my knees, and then I'm going to start pushing my knees into the hoop. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. Yeah, this is hip hop. This versus push, yeah? Legs are together, nice big push, nice and straight, and I am pushing forwards. Okay. Okay, so I'll start that again. So you're bending over your top half, you're putting it on your crease where your knees are, at the bottom. Okay, so it's right where that crease is, and it's just above where your kneecap is as well, and you're going to push it onto that area, and then you're going to start pulsating, pushing your knees as one, your legs as one, into the hoop as it comes around the front and makes contact. I'm keeping this part of me nice and straight. So I want you to drill that. If you have got it on your knees, what we're going to do is we're going to start pushing our legs together and pulling the hoop up. So we create this little circle as we do it, bringing the hoop up. Okay, so it's like a little tornado. So we push together and we bring our legs up like this as we do it. Okay, so from behind. Slowly it corkscrews down. And then we're bringing it back on. And back down. And back up. Okay, so let's have a little look at you guys. Please have a go. So you need to be bending over, putting it onto your knees, and either drilling, having it on your knees, or you need to be drilling, letting it drop from your waist to your knees. That's good, Layla. Very good. Well, try and keep yourself nice and straight. It's really hard. So legs nice and straight. I know. You look fantastic. Okay. So legs together. Start here. That's it. If you want to turn, if it helps, let it come down. Catch it at that point. Hold it. And then we're going to start pushing into the hoop, doing this little cyclone movement inside the hoop so it hits onto different points as we do it, and then pulling upwards. There we go. Down. And pulling up. Nice. It's difficult. Let's have a look. Izzy. And Madhu, let's have a look. There we go. Legs together, drop, legs together. Oh! So you're going to try again. You've got to catch it on the knees. Perhaps practice the knee hooping a little bit more. And get that muscle memory there so when it drops, it will just come to that station. Nice. Okay, Izzy, let's have a look at yours. Karen. And then we're going to move on to a different area. Cool, and this is going to be a hardcore class, okay? Lunges, yes. There we go. We've got a few people missing as well. That's good. Nice. Now you can turn with it if you find it easier. And also having bare legs is going to be easier than having material. Yeah! And yeah, just think about what you're wearing as well. If you're wearing something that's like super slippy, then you can have a few problems as well. Cool. So from here to here, we're now going to look at here. Okay, so we're going to look at our chest hooping. So we're just going to wake up that area. So I've got my hoop underneath, my arms are over the top. Cool. My back is straight, and remember with chest hooping, you want to keep your legs nice and concrete, okay? So you don't want your bum to be moving around, okay? You want to keep the bottom area concrete and still. Remember we've got these 4 points of contact, 1, 2, 3, 4, so front, side, back, side. And you're going to be pushing into it and keeping it nice and straight, okay? So let's go. And remember your bottom half, that's it. Don't let your bottom half play around too much. And you want to feel it on your front and on your back. That's it, and try not to move your middle, just your top half. That's it, well done. Okay, so let's have a look, Manu. There we go, that's good. So it's good for you, but then your middle gets involved, okay? So try and tense up your bottom half if you're finding that's happening, and that will make it a bit easier. So try and tense your bottom up and just push from the top. There we go. Nice. Nice. It is hard, it is hard. It is hard, there we go. Okay, and another thing we can do, so if you're at that point, you're going to practice letting it drop from your chest to your waist. Okay, and then you're going to try and bring it back up from your waist to your chest. Okay, so it's here, bring it up. So again, I'm creating that little like cyclone movement, so that spin. I'm pushing into the hoop at different points, so push, 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 and I'm pulling it up, okay? So actively moving just that part of my body that I want it to be in. And then when it's there, I'm pushing forward, feeling those points of contact. So from the side, so you can see, I'm gonna start bringing it up and let it come down. From behind. Up and down. To the side, up and down. So more advanced people, I want you to be going up, down, and then down to your knees, and up. So again, pushing my legs together, creating that little step, that little cyclone, woo, and all the way up to the top, and back down. You should feel that nice little stretch. Well done, Izzy, that's good. That's good. That's good, Madhu. Yeah, we go. Like, keep yourself nice and straight. Don't let your body swing around with it too much because it will come down. Make sure you've got full contact. That's it, and down. That's it. We're just creating those steps, and it's hard, I know. There we go. Nice. Now let's have a little go looking at these gaps. That's it. Yeah! So we've got the gap at the side, arm goes in, arm goes out. Gap at the side, arm goes in, arm goes out. And then we're going to go in, out, in, out. So when the gap is here, my arm comes down, and when it goes around, I take it back out. So I'll break that down again. So it's on my chest, gap on my right, arm comes down, up, up, down. Sorry, I got my arm down. So down, up, and then you're going to do the same with the right and the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, if you can. Or just try and slow. Nice. Good. It's like you're banging a big drum. Nice, Siobhan. Sean, you're doing so well. That's it. Yeah. And then both arms in. Little shot again. Keeping your arms at the side of you. Nice and straight if you can. And you're pushing the same as you would. Well done, ladies. The same as you would if you were chest hooping. So your arms become an extension on the side of you. So those points of contact have turned into 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, before they were 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So here we go. I'm pushing, I can come back out at any point and go back in. Okay, and then we're going to take it from that point on our chest up into a lasso. Okay, so the way that I do this is as it's spinning, so it comes up, it gets to here, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to make contact with the hoop here, and then I'm going to push that up into a lasso. Okay, so show you again, so it's here, wiggle up, in, up. Okay, it is hard, it is hard. This is an on-body multi-session, so we knew it was going to be hard. Up we go. Right hand comes in, ooh. Sorry. Left arm comes in, and then your right hand can take it. Yeah, or you can just put both in and take it up with the right and push up. Well done. Have a little rest, guys. That was good. You're doing very well. Have a little rest. Have a little rest. Have some water. Well done. You're good? Okay, so it is going to get a little bit more intense now. So we're going to get 2 hoops. Okay. So you want your hoops to be the same size. Nice. If they're not, we can get away with the lasso part. Okay, Izzy, you're looking a bit stumped. You're like, I don't have 2 hoops the same size, face. Okay, don't worry, I'll find something for you in a minute. So what we're gonna do, so you can carry on doing it and just do it with the 1 hoop for now. And then if you've got 2 hoops, you're gonna do it with the 2 hoops. Yeah? So, you're gonna take your hoops, you can have them around your waist, and you're gonna start them spinning together, pushing at that same point of contact. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to push in between them with our tummy, and we're going to create a bit of a space, okay, and we're going to allow the bottom hoop to drop down to our knees. I'm going to go knees first, and we're going to keep the one that's on our waist, okay, so I'll show you. So I'm going to make bigger circles with the hoop on the top, and then push. Okay, so you're gonna have them, that's it, nice. So it is difficult, we're going hard mode. I'm gonna open the window. But I did warn that this was a difficult class. There we go. The one body is always the hardest. There we go. So we're going to let it drop. So if you just got the 1 hoop, just let the 1 drop. And this drop is the hardest one, and that's why I get it out the way first. Yeah, so this one is going to separate. The one on the top, you push your tummy into them and create a gap. As soon as you create that gap, we hold this one, the top one, with our muscle memory on our waist, and we allow the bottom one to do that slow coil down. Okay, so I'm holding here, I push with my tummy, and then I'm kind of moving faster with the one on the waist to start with, and then it's the one on the knees that's moving faster. And you want to be pushing your tummy into the hoop. As you go. Holding one in one place. Okay, so I'm a little look at you. And it's super hard, okay? Super hard. Okay, good, Sean. Nice, good, good, good. Very nice. So Layla, that's it. Let that bottom one drop. So start to allow your bottom half to allow it to come down in that little cyclone movement, yeah? So you loosen them by sticking your tummy out a bit, create a gap, and then you're holding the one on the top and you're allowing the bottom one to do what we were doing here with the one hoop, where we let it slowly coil down, okay? So we're here, create that gap, create the gap, push in and drop. Good. You want to try and hold it as long as you can, and if it comes down, just start again. And remember, it's hard, okay? This is hard. Have a little spot, a little rest. If you want to have a rest, have a rest. I'm just going to have a little spot about. That's it. So, Mandu, keep your core. Try and keep it. That's it. Try and keep your top half as you start to loosen the top one. Try and keep this bit straighter. Okay, so your top half straighter and make the bottom half looser. Yeah, to free that bottom one up and allow it to do that little coil down to your knees. Okay? Yeah? Good. Shauna doing really good. Yeah, good girl. There we go, Layla, nice and straight. There we go. Hold that one on top and let that other one slowly come down. So allow it to come down your legs. That's it. So if you take it back to the movement we did from the waist to the knees, yeah, we start to move, don't we? We move our body in that way, yeah, where we allow it to coil downwards. So when you've got the two, you're going to keep one here and then let the bottom half go looser and let that bottom one coil down. Okay, good, nice, good. Well, keep those legs together and keep yourself nice and straight. Good, you've got to have good knee game because you've got to be able to catch it there. So I'm keeping them both here. And then I allow the bottom one to loosen and come down. And then moving at different points now. That's it, good. And try and keep yourself as long as possible. It's hard to explain what's doing it. Woo! Yeah? Okay. Any questions about that part? Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So if you have any questions, throw them at me before we move to the next point. Okay? Nice. Alright, so what we're going to do now, just to give it a minute, let it breathe, is we're going to split these two here, so on our waist, but we're going to pass one straight up to lasso, just to give our core a little bit of a rest, yeah? So we're going to create that gap, we're going to bring one up to our chest, and then we're going to take that hand and pass it up, okay? So I'm here, create it, I bring the top one up to this point, I bring my left arm in as my right arm, and pass it to it, okay? Okay, there's a few ways we can do that, it's okay. So we can also I like to pass it up with my left and my right when I've got two. So my left is a little tap up, so I'll show you. So as it's spinning, create my gap. my left comes down, my left hand passes up to the right. And then it's business as usual. And then we can have a go dropping this one down to our knees. Nice and straight. Nice. Okay, good. And then let's bring this knee one back up. Nearly. And flat turn again. Back up. There we go. Just gonna let my dog in. Come on, mate. Cool, good. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to try and do a little split where we're going to keep one on our waist and one on our chest. Okay, so same thing. We're going to create that gap and then we're going to wiggle our chest up, pulling upwards, doing bigger movements than we are on the bottom hoop and holding the bottom one on the waist area. Okay, so we are going to cover a lot in this session because that's what I want to do, okay? So everyone's at different points. So here we go. Okay, pushing and just holding them both there for as long as possible. That's it. If you need to work on your chest, you just work on your chest. I'll give you some tips for that in a moment. That's it. You can let the bottom one drop as much as possible and bring it back up as well. That's it. Just have a little moment. So with your chest hooping, to take breaks if you need to have them. I was just on a beginner's class before this. I'm a full-day teacher at college, so yeah, I feel you. So if your chest hooping needs a little bit of improvement, you need to make sure that you keep your back nice and straight. You stop your tummy from catching the hoop if it comes down. You want to be catching it just on this area. Okay, so you want to really tense up. Keep those feet firmly in the ground, really tense up your bottom and really just push with that top point. Okay, if I start to move my middle, the hoop will go to the middle. Okay, so you want it up the top. Good. So, very good. Well done. You're doing well. Okay, just have a little minute, just give it that, have a drink, water, get some water. That's it, just have a moment. Okay. Questions? Anyone want to ask me any questions about some of the awful things I've just made you do? No? Yes? Go for it.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Izzy.
Sorry, would you quickly remind me how to point it back from these upwards?
Yes.
I'm very new to this. So
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to imagine I've got the hoop on my knee. I'm going to show you from the side. Okay? And I'm going to rub my legs together and I pull up as I do it. Okay? So from the front, it's going around on my knees and I rub like a little cricket. Yeah? my legs together, creating this little like coil, and I'm pushing up. So each time I do that, the hoop's going up each time, and I'm creating this little coil when I touch it, which pulls it up more and more and more. Okay, so with it, so you got to really pull up. So push, it's here, and yeah, it's hard. So I'm pushing my knees in together, inwards, and as I do, they are pushing into the hoop at different points, and as they're doing those points are pulling upwards. Okay, so imagine that's both my knees, and the hoop starts to, and I'm purposely pushing into it with my legs together, yeah, to allow it to travel up. Okay, it's hard. So you've got, yeah, you've got to kind of, yeah, so it's like, so from the back, pushing, and each time it comes up higher, because those push in at a different point, so it starts to then bring it up. Okay, it is hard. It's okay, it is, it's solid. I'm sweating. Any more questions? Okay. Now, yeah. Ask, no, okay. So there's the other bit is, I was going to demo this, but I might leave it. So there's a bit where you can hold it just underneath your chest as well. So we've got chest, which is up here, and then we've got just underneath our chest. There we go, Sharon, good girl, yeah, which is just here, okay? So what you do with that one is the same. When you bring it up from your waist up to your chest, you've already got that muscle memory there because you're already able to bring it up. So what you're gonna do, it's different, is you're just gonna stop, okay? And you're just gonna really pull your back into it as well and just keep it at that level. Now when I first started doing that, it sometimes end up going over where my nipples were or whatever, but it doesn't matter, just to start with. Let's just try and keep it in that one place. So it comes up and I just hold it just at that point. So the chest is up here and this is on the bottom half of your chest. So chest is up here, so you can see my Hobo Johnson. So on Hobo Johnson, chest is here, and below chest is just where his mouth is, I think, yeah. So we've got those points as well. So chest, below chest, waist, hips, and knees. Yeah. And keeping ourselves nice and straight as we do it. So if we want to have a little go, that's good. Having it on our waist and just below our chest and holding it there. And then I'm going to jump into some free hoop stuff as well. Oh, we'll do the pass up as well. We'll do that. Come, so we're just going to have a go at splitting those hoops. Keeping one just below our chest and one just on our waist. So keep your back as straight as possible for this. Okay? Oh, let's go a little bit wrong. There we go. Okay, it is hard, that's it, okay, good, nice. And what we'll have a go doing is just stretching, in a minute, just stretching up a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold my hoops above my head and just pull back. Oh my God, that feels so good. There we go. And then just pull forward. Oh, there we go. Nice stretch. And now we're gonna get free hoops. Okay, woo, if you don't have free hoops, You're gonna have to buy free hoops at some point. You have to give in to it. Okay. So free hoop jammy. So we're gonna start with the free, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna send one down to. I'm just pulling my leggings up. We're gonna send one down to our knees. And the reason I'm pulling my leggings up is because when everything gets loose and starts to go down, and I've done it, then your fabric can start to pull the hoops down and get all like flappy, and you don't want that. So we're gonna have three, we're gonna split them. We're gonna drop one down to our knees, and then we're gonna bring one up to our chest. So we're gonna have one on our chest, one on our waist, and one on our knees, okay? And our legs are together, okay? So here we go. Nice big spin. Okay, and you're pushing these different points. So you want to get them apart. Yeah, if you've got, like, my t-shirt moves a little bit, that can be annoying, so you can carry them off into different places. That's good. So you want to start with them here, and then we're going to pull, and we're going to allow this bottom one to loosen and come down to our knees, and we're going to move the one that's on top of the one on our waist, and we're going to move that up to above our chest, and then as soon as we've done those tricky maneuvers, we're just going to have a moment where we go, right, straighten that up, and then we're going to hold it at that point. Okay, so I'm going to watch you guys, and then I'm going to do it. Good, Sean, nice, well done. Keep that back. Oh, that's good, it's good, it's good. So let's have a little look again. Look at Layla. Well, that's good, that's good. That's it, well done, Layla, well done. Well done, and I think it's because you took your time. It was more controlled. You let it drop, and then you went, oh yeah, got it, check, keep going. Yeah, well done, that's good, that's good. Okay, so Sean, can I have a look at you from the side? Okay, so keeping your back nice and straight. That's it, nice and straight. Drop that bottom one. I know it's hard, sometimes it won't drop and you're just like, you evil. So that's it, back nice and straight. Okay, now drop the one that's on your middle a little bit lower. That's it, hold it, make that point of contact. That's it, nice, good, that's good, that's good, that's really good, yeah? That's really good. So if you try and straighten if you like move your back into a straighter position, that should stop the top one starting to like rave. Because what I find, it goes, when you're learning it, the one that's on your chest will end up going at an angle, and then you end up doing this thing, and then when we're doing this one starts to miss on the middle, and this one starts to go like that, and then we just completely lose the bottom one. So try really firming up your bottom half and try and keep your back straight. Imagine there's like a plank of wood down your back. That's it, that's it, that's it. That's good. Nice. That's it. And make sure it's hitting your back as much as it's on your front. And get the one on the top, and then let the middle one drop a little bit. So it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Yeah? I'm tempted to just be like, I'm just going to take this bloody t-shirt off. It's killing me. Right, sweating. Okay. You lucky so-and-sos. Cheated to me. Okay. Alright, so it's going to go around. Oh, mine's gone wrong. Not very forgiving. Okay, so one won't drop now. I'm going to put a t-shirt back on. Now a t-shirt helps bad luck. Okay, good. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's it. So we can also have a go at having one, say, on here, one on here, and then we're going to pass one up to lasso. Yeah, should we try that? Okay, so I'll go there. I'm going to put this on so people can see through my window. I'm getting like body conscious and shit. I'll sweat before they see me naked. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go 3. We're going to pass one up, and then we're going to keep one on our chest, or put one on our chest and one on our middle. So 3, pass up, chest and middle. Okay. Right, good. So pass it, that's it, nice. Good. That's good. So I always pass it, like I said, I always pass up from my left to my right hand. Don't know why, I just find it easier. So here we go. So it goes up, create that. That's it, so you've loosened the top one, pass up. And then we're gonna bring one up to our chest and keep one on our waist. That's it, good. And hold. And then we're going to drop the one that's on our waist down to our knees, and the one that's on our chest down to our waist. Done. And that's what you want to drill, like send 3, go right, 1, 2, up, and then the one that's up there, you can then loosen these ones up and send them to different places, and just experiment with having different patterns. But it's really important to do the coiling that we did in the beginning, where we send it up from here, up to here, down to there, because you're basically waking all of that up. And once that is all awake, we can then go, okay, let's get 2, let's split the 2, let's get 3, let's split the 3. Okay, so I am gonna take a 4th. Okay, so you have 4 hoops. Sean, you got 4? Yeah, I thought you would. Okay. Okay, so we got 4 gold rings. Right. So, same thing. So, all of the things that we've done so far, we're just going to put them together in a little bit of a different order. So, we're going to start with the 4 on the waist. We're going to drop knee, 1 to lasso, and we're going to have 1 on our chest and 1 on our waist. Okay, now I'm not going to be too picky about how you do this. Alright, because it is a long session to cram it into. I normally do like about 10 minutes in the morning of this, and then I move on to box splits and whatever. So spending a whole hour on it is intense, and I get that. So I'm not going to be too much of a meanie and insist that you have to drop the one to your knees first. But when it comes to kind of training, that's what we go for. I always find it's easier to actually do your lasso first, then do your knee, then do the rest. And I will always go for that route. So lasso, knees, split the rest. Yeah? If it's just on body and there's no lasso, which is like never, then you want to go knees first. But that's just my humble advice. So I'm going to try and do it the way that I just described. Right, so I've got all my hoops here. These are 32, so they are a little on the small side. And I'm going to pass up, and I'm going to drop to my knees, and then I'm going to send the other ones. I'm not going to explain it why I do it because you get out of breath real quick. Okay, so here we go. That's it. And the rest. Okay. So we're pushing. That's it. And we should have, your leg one will be going at a different rate. If you've got a loose t-shirt on, it's harder. Okay. So like I said, things to consider. If you're wearing something that's loose, you can see might have ended up getting him smudged. So if you're wearing loose clothes, what will happen is the hoop will tend to start to travel one side of your clothes. So think about that and kind of go easy on yourself. If you're wearing something that's baggy, it might be that you need to rethink what you're wearing when you're training these things, okay? Remember you're starting with the 4. We're going lasso, and then we're moving knees, and then we're moving chest, and we're having that all happen. You can either drop straight to your knees first, or you can try and move them all at the same time, okay? All are equally as good. You want to keep your back nice and straight as well whilst you are doing it, okay? And remember that your knees will be going out of time to the rest of your body. You do not, and this is like one thing, so one of the ways that is kind of taught is they talk about this wave. Like you do kind of make a wave in your body, but you're not doing this. So if you're thinking that this wave is this, it's not, okay? So remember you're pushing in at those different points, and that's what creates that wave, is those different points of contact. You don't need to be creating some crazy wave because that's actually going to do more harm than it's going to do good. Alright, so I'm going to do that one more time, and it is pretty hard. And then we're going to talk about having it on body without the lasso, and then adding that 5th hoop. You good with 5 hoops, Sean? Yeah, good girl. Cool. So we're going to have it here, losing my voice, and I'm going to do exactly what I did before. So I'm going to start with my last circle, and then I'm going to start to move my upper ones. There we go, and I'm pushing into it. There we go. I'll try and move so you can see. Okay. Good. Cool. Okay. So with the five hoop split, there are 2 versions we can do. We can do one where we have one in a lasso, and then we have the other 2 split time above our heads, or we can do it where we can do it those ways. I'm losing my mind, just explain that. So what I'll do first is I'll explain the double lasso, because I think based on how many hoops some people have, there might be a little bit more participation involved in that. So I'm going to go with that route. So when you're doing the 2 hoops split above your head, okay, you are doing a lasso, okay, with 2 hoops. And what you're going to do is you're going to allow them to start off in the lasso, and then you're going to bump between them with your thumb. Okay, so it's the same as if we do it down here. So if I'm holding my 2 hoops, I'm going to start them in a lasso, and then I'm going to bump in with my thumb, and then I split time with my hoops. Wait, okay, so I'm holding them both, and I go into a lasso, and as soon as I do, I take my thumb and I push in between the hoops, and one is going to go onto the top of my wrist, so not down here, up at the top, and the other one is going to stay on my hand. Alright, so it goes round and I bump in, and then once I've done that bump in, I'm going to start pushing, okay, those different points of contact, doing like this floppy fish movement. Okay, so my hand is pushing, and I'm pushing with the point of contact being on my wrist and the point of contact being on my lasso part. So it's like this. That's it, nice, cool, nearly, good. So it's in my hand. I'm going to start, and remember, as soon as you split them up, you want to keep your arm as still as possible. Okay, so you don't want to be moving your arm about. You want your arm to be pretty concrete, because we're trying to isolate two movements. So if when we're isolating those two movements, we start like then adding all this other movement into it, it's going to go horrifically wrong. And it does go horrifically wrong when it's above your head, trust me. Yeah, it will smack you in the face and it will hurt. So, got it in my hands, it's in my right hand, and I'm going to let it go down into a lasso. As soon as I do, I'm going to barge in with that thumb, and then I'm going to start pushing at those 2 points of contact, keeping my arms straight. So Sean, arm straight. That's good, that's good, that's good, but arm straight. So off it goes, and there we go. I keep my hand in that lasso position the whole time, good. And I'm just pushing. There we go. I'm going to demo it not so close up. There we go. So it's in my hand. Bring them down. I barge in and I split time. One is on my wrist, one is on my hand, and I'm pushing in with those different points of contact, allowing the hoop split time to move as it needs. So it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. That's it, cool. So remember, keep your arm, ladies, going straight for it, and I'm going to go straight there in a moment as well, don't you worry. There we go. So I'm holding it here. Watch how calm my arm is when I do it. So I tend to try and keep my bottom half of my arm pretty close to my body. Yeah, so my arm is really close to my body, and that helps keep it in one area. If I've got my arm out here, yeah, whereas it's down here, it's nice and calm, and it's in one area. And that's going to help with it above your head, because when it's above your head, it's going to be in that one area as well. You don't want it going over here or over there. Alright. Okay, so it's here. And then we're doing this floppy fish movement where we're pushing. So I'm not doing that with my hand. Nope. I'm pushing at different points. So I'm pushing with the point which is here above my thumb. Yeah, and I'm pushing at that point which is here on my wrist. So from this side I'll show you. So we're pushing like this. That's it, yeah. So holding it, nice and calm with the arm, into a lasso, split, barge in with that thumb, keep that arm nice and strong, and then start allowing them split time to move around. Now I'm going to speed on, because I do like to make sure that I cover everything, I promise. So that's, obviously you want to get that down here. Yeah, so if you need to work on that down here, I want you to work on it down here, and make sure that you get it at this point before you go putting that above your head. Yeah, because it's going to end in tears. I'm going to demo above the head, and then we're going to talk about bringing it from here up above to here, and then how we add that in with the other hoops, and that should cover what we've got left time wise, I hope. Okay, here we go. So I'm holding it right hand, both hoops, super lady, capes behind me, not in front, can't see where I'm going with my capes in front. Okay, gonna swing out like I would with a normal lasso, and I'm gonna barge in with my thumb like I explained before, and then I'm gonna start pushing at those points, keeping my arm in one place and not bringing my arm over here or over here or anything like that, because that's going to be way more dangerous. Alright, so holding it nice and straight, and I keep my palm facing away and push, push, push. Okay, so swing out. There's split. Can you see me? No. Let me bring this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, you see me? Maybe not. I just made it worse. Alright, okay, here. So swing out, and then I'm pushing in between with my thumb, splitting time, pushing in to the hoop, so you can see. Yes, I'm just doing this so you can see me better on the camera. Yeah? Okay, just not happy with that. So above your head. There we go. Big swing out, barge in with the thumb. If your ceiling's in the way or something's in the way, just bend your knees and it'll bring you lower down. Or bring your arm a little bit lower down once you've got that control. But you keep it directly above your head. Well done, guys. Make sure you're pushing at those different points when you split time. The idea is to have them going at different points. And you need to be making sure that you keep that point of contact on your wrist and on your lasso because you want it to stay there. Okay? Now, let's take that double lasso from our waist up. Okay? Because that's what you're going to do when you're doing this 5 hoop split. Alright, so when you're doing your 5 hoop split, you're going to have it here. Okay, you're going to bring one up. So you pass up, and that's why I do this pass up with my left automatically, because I'm used to having something in my right. Okay, and then you're going to bring up again the other one, and you're going to pass that one up onto that point of contact, and you're going to split time. Okay, so I'll go over that again. And we are running out of time. Here we go, so it's on my waist, and I pass up with my left to my right hand, and then I pass up the next hoop to my right hand. And that's why I will automatically, I always pass from the left, not the right, because I'm used to doing this 2 hoop split. Okay, so here we go. So one up, push forwards with your hand, the next one up, put it onto your hand, split time. Okay. You also, of course, can just pass them up at the same time. That's another thing you can do. But sometimes when you're doing big hoop splits, things don't go exactly as you'd like them to. So don't always think that they're going to both go up at the same time, because they might separate and that might not happen, and then you've got to have a plan B. Okay, so if we do both, we bring them both up, then we pass both up, and then we push in to our double lasso. Okay, and just before we go, nice, it's hard, and this is the whistle stop tour. It is difficult. I'll just demo before we end. So if you've got your 5 hoops, you're adding that in. Okay, so when we were going 1 up and then sending the other ones, we're going to go 1 up, 2 up, and then we're going to deal with the ones on our body. Okay, so always get your lasso out of the way and then go for the unbody. That's my advice. So we've got the 5. Whew, there we go. And keep them nice and straight. And we're going to go 1. Watch me fuck this up. And see, I have. So let's go nice and straight again. Nice and straight. And then these ones. No! Again. So annoying. Go. We're not being defeated by these hoops at this point. Okay. It's the last thing I do tonight. Trying to misbehave. There we go. And voila. So, as you can see, it takes a lot. And if some of them go wrong, they all go wrong. It's very difficult. I do practice these every morning. But like sometimes when you're doing multi-hoops, I've got to say, if you just like practice like half an hour sessions in a go and like hour sessions, like you'll get more out of shorter sessions. Do half an hour over an hour every time, or 10 minutes and then 15 minutes and then a little bit more. It's hard and you've done really well. I'm just going to unmute you. Oh. I can't unmute you. You all need to unmute yourselves. You want to all unmute yourselves? There we go. Sean, you did really well.
Yeah, I need to get practicing again because we're doing so much overtime. I haven't had the time, but I've changed roles, so.
Yay! Congrats!
So
Yay!
get back into it.
Yeah, and it's the perfect time to, because like there's not much else to do with me.
Exactly.
And to be fair, we were the kind of people when there was much else to do, we were doing this anyway. So now it's yours.
No, it's good.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Layla, well done as well. 2 hoops, obviously, and Izzy as well. And Mandy, that was good. That was good. 2 hoops as well. It is difficult. You do need the hoops. All the rest of the stuff I'm teaching at the minute is 1 and 2 hoops, so you'll be okay. It's just this where it's wrapped up to the old multi-level, but we will be coming back to this at some point as well. Okay, right. I'm going to go and sit down. I advise you to do the same. Yeah, drink a lot of water, sit down, all of that. I will see you guys next week. I think next week might be. I think it might be coin tosses or shoulders. I can't remember. I'll have a look. Yeah. Anyway, next week is tricks, like full on tricks, and it'll be 1 and 2 hoop. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye. Well done. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.